Yo, 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 yo. We back with a live stream, man. FD White, aka Crypto Funds. Crypto Funds Invest live stream. It's 1:04 p.m. Eastern time right now. We're gonna wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody else pop in. If not, we're gonna get started, man. We're gonna get started. Bitcoin still looking strong. So we're gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. See what's popping. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Still come on in. Let me see what's going on. Making sure we good. Yes, sir. We're gonna get started in like one more minute. Just making sure I got all my settings or everything I want to talk about today. We ain't gonna be on the live stream too long. Maybe about 30-40 minutes. It's definitely a couple things I want to talk about though. So we're gonna talk about it. Just making sure I got all my we on. Make sure, hold on. So today I just want to talk about how strong Bitcoin still is. I want to talk about presidential hopeful or presidential candidate Ron DeSantis, how he's against CBDCs, and I don't know how that's gonna go with the powers that be, because they trying to usher in this new wave with CBDCs. We're gonna just talk about it's a lot of people waiting for alt season. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin dominance too. So let's get right into it. Let's jump into coin market cap. So right now, Bitcoin is at 27,707. It's up 15.75% on the week. It's down 0.86 in the 24 hours. Ethereum, mostly everything else is still kind of lagging behind. That's why Bitcoin dominance so high. We'll jump into it in a minute. Ethereum at 17,671. It's up 6%. We got BNB coming in at 336. XRP at 37, which is still a deal. I might get me a nice little bag of XRP later on. Cardano at 33 cents. Like these prices are pretty good prices to me. Not financial advice. Matic at 113. I'm looking at Matic. I'm looking to get in Matic at $1 or cheaper. I think I grabbed a little bit more. I think my Matic bag might be full. I might be straight with Matic. Dogecoin, we really, Solana, I ain't really. Polkadot at 625. I still like Polkadot with that interoperability. AVAX at 715. So a lot of these are still good buys. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. Hold on, give me 1 second. So yeah, we was kind of lagging a little bit, but we'll be straight. So let's go back into the story I was talking about. So Florida governor and presidential hopeful calls for CBDC ban. So I guess he was speaking at Big Brother's digital dollar podium. Okay, so he's saying what the central bank digital currency is all about is surveilling Americans and controlling behaviors of Americans, which is what we've been preaching for like the past year, 2 years, talking about how CBDCs, they can basically to tell you where to go. Where to spend your money, stop you from spending money. They can tell you how much you can spend. They can tell you how much you can have in your account. It's just basically, I don't know if you read the book Big Brother. I thought I had it around here somewhere, but it's basically, it's basically just like that, where the government is basically surveilling everything you do, making you do, what they want you to do under their guidance and control. So what he was saying was, let's scroll down. I'm on cointelegraph.com right now. He was saying he's expected by many to throw his hat into the ring for the presidential race, right? And he was saying, if you see his Twitter, It's saying no CBDs in Florida. So I'm not sure how the powers that be, like I said, are going to take that, because the majority, it seemed like the ones that really rule, who really rule the world, they want to usher in that CBDC. And being in crypto, we all about we're all against CBDCs. That's why we're in crypto, decentralization and privacy and whatnot. So I don't know how this is going to fare well in his campaign. I don't think it's one of them things where the popular people, majority of the people know. They're not even sure what a CBDC is. They're not sure what a CBDC is like, what it would do. You know what I mean? They just probably, the way they're going to roll it out is it's just going to be like, yo, we got this new digital currency. Like, instead of using dollars, you could just basically use this. It'd be easy. It'd be, payments would be direct and instant. You get paid instant. Just everything instant. I think they're gonna push it to where it's like super easy to use. So a lot of people who don't deep dive, who don't do their research, don't do their homework, just accept it and keep it moving, which is what people do for the most part with anything. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's gonna happen with that, man. Hopefully people, like I be saying, come in and try to figure out things for themselves and stop just taking people's word for it. You know what I mean? Let me pull this down. So there we go. Yeah. So I'm not really a political person. We're not gonna get political on this channel ever. You know what I mean? So take it how you may, and we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But what else was I talking about? Oh, let's talk about Jerome Powell speaking this Wednesday at 2 p.m. How much they're going to raise interest rates come out. See if they're going to raise interest rates. See what's going to happen with that. If they don't raise interest rates, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go to 40K. I mean, we might have a little bit of resistance at 30. That psychological 30,000. But for the most part, if he does not raise interest rates, I'm looking at 40K. Is nothing. I mean, the narrative right now is on our side. You know what I mean? The narrative right now is just crypto is it's the hype. Like, crypto is so hype driven and narrative driven, like with the banks and all that is what's going on right now. I think if he does not raise interest rates, that's kind of like they already kind of giving us a sign of a pivot. You know what I mean? So if they don't raise interest rates, hold on, let me turn this a little bit. If they don't raise interest rates, that's going to be another sign of a pivot. So I think if they don't raise interest rates, like I'm saying, Bitcoin is going to 40K. Might have like a psychological barrier at 30. Once we pass that, 40K. And just think, like, if we get to 40K, it's like nothing like to get to like 50K. Like, matter of fact, before I even hop in, I haven't even looked that far into the future, because we haven't even been close to even talking about that since we was at, since last year, early last year is when we were like, so yeah, like so if you look here in this area here, in between 28 and 30, 31K, it's a lot of resistance. But you know what I'm gonna do is let's zoom out first and foremost. Let's go to the weekly. Let's go to the weekly. Let me just see where we at. Let's zoom out. So what's here? I can just look at it. 30. Yeah, like I said, if he don't raise interest rates, I can see if we can get above 30, hold that as support. If we can get above where we at right now, so I'm gonna say 28,000. Let me zoom back in. I think it was like about 28,700, 28,800. I just need to redo all my charts. I haven't been traded a couple of these big moves in Bitcoin, but I haven't really traded altcoins. and I haven't really been day trading. I've just been taking these nice swing trades. So yeah, so I'm looking at 28. If we can, this little barrier here. So if we can stay above, I say 28,000. Let's just round it up. If we can get to 30K, let's just say we get to 30K, and then we hold that as support going into Wednesday for the Federal Reserve meeting. Like we gonna go crazy. We gonna go crazy. And like I said, I can see 40K. I can see 40K in a heartbeat. Let me fix this camera one more time. I don't mean to get that bright, baby. Let's get a little darker. A little darker. Right there. Boom. So yeah, man. Bitcoin is still looking strong. On the daily time frame, the stochastic RSI is severely overbought. RSI is overbought. So like I said on the last video when we did an update, we can get a small little slight pullback, but right now it's so much hype around the crypto market, so much hype around what's going on. I really can see us, if we even if we just hover in this area right now, because we already that first barrier was like 25,229. That's what I had. So once we broke that 25,229 and we got to past that and use it as support, now if we can stay in a range between 25,000 25,229, that's what I had. Yeah, so my barrier was like right here, 25,229, and basically where we are now, going into the FOMC meeting, that's huge. So my whole thing is using 25,229, holding that as support, keeping that range, and then going up, because 40K is definitely on the table with me. 40K is definitely on the table. Let's actually look at Bitcoin dominance too. Bitcoin dominance right now is at 47.57. It's up 0.19, 0.2% on the day, 0.17. So we had this downtrend. We broke up. Now it looks like we're testing the top, like we got okay, boom. I haven't even, so let's draw some lines. So we got some resistance in this area here. So let's just we got some nice little resistance here, which is where we're at right now. So around 48% is where I see the resistance at, somewhere in that area, between 47, 48%. So what I see a lot of people arguing with on Twitter, I think it was Crypto Ran and Benjamin Cowan. They were talking about Bitcoin dominance, and Benjamin Cowan is a big Bitcoin dominance person. So he's saying his whole thing is, Bitcoin dominance is gonna go up, alt's gonna bleed. Now is not the time to buy altcoins. Crypto Ran and over at Crypto Banter and all of them, they're really, really big on altcoins. They big on Bitcoin too, but they're really, really big on altcoins. So he said he'd make a bet, like, basically it's not gonna be all season, I guess. He was saying to Benjamin Collins. So I don't know. Like, I'm not one of them. I don't want to come on the internet, on social media, on YouTube and claim that I know everything. I just soak in as much information as I can and try to bring it out, to people who want to hear it. So let's look at the two scenarios. So right now we're hitting resistance. Let's actually turn this. I want to turn this red. So let's turn this red. Right now we're at resistance with Bitcoin dominance. We broke out, boom, we're at resistance. If we get rejected, that money will probably flow into alts, hence altcoin season. If we break out, we might retest, or we might, hover under the resistance for a little while and then break out. And as you see, if you look at the volume range visible profile, these yellow and blue bars right here, If we break out, it's really no, it's really hardly no resistance until we get to like 57 to 60%. If we get a 57 to 60% Bitcoin, alts are going to super bleed. I mean, we have 47 right now. If you look at the, like, let's go back over here. Look right here. You see this gap? So this is where, if we break out of this here, this resistance that we're tapping now, I'm looking at between, 57 and 60% Bitcoin dominance. So the higher is, so the two scenarios right here. Here go the two scenarios. Bitcoin dominance rolls over right here where we're at around 27, 28K, rolls over into alts. We have a mini alt season or mega alt season. Right now, the narrative is Bitcoin though. It's no narratives right now in the altcoin space that I know of, but I'm staying hip to what's going on. But the narrative right now is Bitcoin is the safe haven. Bitcoin is the anti-bank. You know what I mean? The opposite of the bank. So everybody is on the Bitcoin narrative, the Bitcoin wave right now. If we roll over and money just does not go into the alts they're already bleeding. Like, look at this. Like, Bitcoin has been going up. Bitcoin only corrected 1% in the last 24 hours. Like, we got look at Kusama's down 5%, Filecoin's down 6%, Sushi Swap's down almost 4%. What are some of the other ones? Chainlink is up 2.3%. Matic is down 3%, 3.37%. AVAX down 2%. BNB is, hanging in there a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. If Bitcoin, see, it's so weird. Like, you just gotta be ready. If you're trading, you gotta have your stop losses in place, because Bitcoin could roll over here and alts could bleed even more than they're already bleeding while Bitcoin's going up. Or Bitcoin can roll over and the money can go into the alts, and then we'll have an alt season. Let me fix this one more time. This is like, you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things, man. One of them things where you just gotta be. That's why I keep preaching. You gotta be in tune. You gotta be in tune with the markets, cause stuff be happening, so quick. I'm sorry. Stuff be happening so quick. You know what I mean? That's my good luck, baby Yoda. Grogu. Stuff be happening so quick. You gotta make sure you tapped in and tuned in. So yeah, I got my chart back there too. So that's what I'm looking at, man. Like I said, Wednesday is key. If we can hover, let's say we can just hover, we can keep hovering around 27,729. Let's say we just keep hovering around there. Hovering around. As long as we don't break 25,000, let's just say 25,200. As long as we don't break 25,200 by Wednesday and they come out dovish, let's say he says, okay, it's another scenario. He could raise the interest rates. He raised the interest rate. They raised interest rates by 0.25% at 2 o'clock. We're going to have a bunch of volatility. But then at 2:30, he comes out and he's talking dovish like, okay, we raised interest rates 25%, but now we're going to pause. That's still another catalyst for crypto, even equities, the stock market to go crazy. Because there's nothing stuff is breaking, the banking system is breaking and whatnot, but it's nothing super systematic that has caused a systematic collapse as of yet that we know of. You know what I mean? I've seen something where the central banks around the world are trying to make sure we got enough liquidity here and this and that. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy. So we'll see what's happening. Let me check and make sure my So yeah, we good, man. So like I said, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. I'm looking at Wednesday, how much interest rates is going to be raised, and what he says at the press conference is he's gonna come out talking about we're gonna stay the course. That's a word that you need to listen for. Wednesday, the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell comes out and he has a press conference after they release the data, release how much they're gonna raise interest rates and whatnot, and all of that. The key words that you need to listen for is we're gonna stay the course. We're gonna stay the course. If you've been in tune to the markets and you been in tune to all these press conferences, because like the press conferences for us is like the Super Bowl. We've been in tune with these press conferences right now. It's like, are these press conferences even, having that much of an effect anymore? Because at first it was like having a detrimental effect or a positive effect. Now it's like having the effect is not as severe. But this one is the biggest one. This meeting is the biggest one. What I'm listening for to know what how I'm gonna play my hand is we have the tools to keep tightening, and if something breaks, we have the tools to basically get us out of the jam, and we're gonna stay the course. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll see, man. Like I said, Wednesday is key. I'm probably not gonna trade until then. If we go into like a small range, like if I go into like a small time frame, like anything under the hourly time frame, and I find some, some trades, some quick scalps, I might take those, because I am trying to get me a couple more monitors, some 32-inch curved monitors. So I might try to trade, get a couple dollars, trade and get some. It's 2 pair of gym shoes I want too, 2 pair of sneakers I want to get too. So if I could trade, make a quick stack or something, scalping on some short-term time frames with Bitcoin, I'll do that. Then we'll see. But hold on, I want to go back to Coin Market Cap, and I want to look at so another thing I've been looking at is I'm trying to figure out which coins are gonna which coins from last cycle are gonna perform well this cycle, because from doing a lot of research, I've been seeing that a lot of times that the coins that performed well the cycle previous don't perform. You know what I mean? But this is another thing. It don't, like, a lot of people put so much on a coin reaching all-time highs again. This coin is not going to reach its all-time high. This coin not going to reach its all-time high. I don't care about a coin reaching its all-time high. I care about where my entry is. I don't care if something was $10 last cycle, and I bought it at $2, and somebody bought it at $2. What if it goes to $5? What if it's down 95%? It goes to, let's say, $4, and I got in at 20 a quarter, nickel. You know what I mean? I care about my percentage gains, and I care about how many X's I'm Xing my money. I don't care about all-time highs. I don't care about, the only all-time high I care about is Bitcoin. Everything else, and Ethereum. Everything else, because those are going to lead the market. You know what I mean? Bitcoin starts to break all-time highs again. It's going to be all on the news, because we done had so much bad stuff. We done had so much bad pub. We had so much bad publicity, so much bad, people calling crypto a scam. This was a bad bear market. Like, this was a very, very bad bear market from what I'm seeing. This might have been the worst bear market in terms of FUD, negative comments and negative news stories. Just so much going on. But right now, what I'm seeing, because I've been blessed with forward thinking. I'm not a prophet or nothing, but that's my superpower, is forward thinking. You know what I mean? And potential. That's why I was good at music, being a record producer, being a CEO of a label, because I was good at seeing potential in people. So I just translate this to crypto and translate it to whatever I'm doing now, crypto. So what I'm saying is, I see the potential from everything going on. Bitcoin has held up super well. We done had crashes from like the FTX. We done had all type of debacles going on ever since like the summer of 2022, and Bitcoin has been resilient. People was calling for 3K. People was calling for zero. Like, and we didn't even, like, my whole thing, I told people, like, they kept asking me, like, what do you think Bitcoin going? Where do you think Bitcoin going? I'm like, I think Bitcoin probably going to be about, I say 10 to 14K. That was my range. That was my super buy range. And unfortunately, I was waiting on that and not dollar cost averaging in. So I had to start dollar cost averaging in when we broke like 18,500, because that was my next line in the sand. I said, okay, if we down here at 16,800, this is the end of 2022. I said, if we get past 18,500 and hold that, I think the bottom might be in or close to being in. So once we pass 18,500, we held that as support, and then every dip, I'm trying to buy some more. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm just ranting right now. But I just I'm really excited for the future. I'm really excited for the future of crypto being especially, hold on, my bad. I'm super excited for the future of crypto. What's going on with my phone, bro? Because, a lot of people counted it out, saying it was a scam and whatnot, but look how well it's performing now in the midst of economic calamities and economic chaos. We almost hit 30K. So I just wanted to come and I wanted to talk about Bitcoin still looking strong, Bitcoin doing well, Bitcoin doing what it's supposed to do. And Wednesday is key. Like I said, make sure you tuning in Wednesday to see what Jerome Powell says. Jerome Powell speaks at 2:30, but how much they're going to raise interest rates come out at, I want to say 2. Yeah, 2 o'clock Eastern time. And watch out for Bitcoin dominance. Once Bitcoin dominance starts rolling over. Oh, matter of fact, I think I misread that. So if Bitcoin let's go back, rewind. If Bitcoin dominance rolls over, it's gonna go into the alts. Hopefully, that's what I was saying. Okay, yeah, I said that. I didn't know if I said that or not. But if Bitcoin dominance stays up while Bitcoin price goes down, oh my God, altcoins gonna super bleed. They're gonna super bleed. So that's what I want to mention too. As long as Bitcoin dominance is high, but if Bitcoin dominance stays high and we start to roll over, alts are gonna super bleed. And that's when I'll start dumping more and more money into the altcoin market. The altcoins that I think is gonna last, up until the next year and the year after that. Well, next year going into the Bitcoin halving, and then we're gonna see, that parabolic run up. Because I feel like last cycle was cool. Last cycle was good. We made a lot of gains. I made a lot of mistakes too, but I feel like this cycle is the one that's going to go bananas, because it just seems like everything is lining up. The macro environment, they're going to have to start printing money again because the economy is going to be trash. It's just everything is setting up for a major face-melting bull run, and I'm ready for it, and I hope everybody ready for it. That's why I be trying to preach. People don't be trying to listen when I be talking about crypto, because crypto had a bad name. But now that the price is going up, people starting to slowly listen again. So, the people who not really into crypto, they think price determines value. But, if you've been in crypto longer than, let's say, 6 months to a year, the value of crypto, the value of Bitcoin, what's coming. So we knowing how to prepare. We preparing for it. And we doing what we got to do, being where we got to be. And straight like that. So I hope everybody is ready. I hope everybody is tuned in, locked in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification to know when I'm going live. Make sure you follow my social medias. I got 2 Instagrams, fdwhite.eth, and I got Crypto Funds Invest on Instagram. On Twitter, I think I'm at King Crypto Funds. What else? I'm on TikTok. I'm Crypto Funds Invest. That's invest with an S at the end. And I appreciate everybody, man. You know what I mean? It's a slow grind, but we're going to keep it going. If I can change 1 or 2 people's lives, if I can help 1 or 2 people to realize what's going on and open their eyes to what's going on and try to help them make generational wealth while I build generational wealth as well, then I feel like I accomplished something. So I ain't really out here trying to touch millions of lives like I'm Gandhi or something. You know what I mean? My closest people, they listen. You know, a few people listen on the internet, and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that, and I just want everybody to realize what's going on, because it's bigger than making money. It's our livelihood at stake. Our freedom is at stake. They done already hit us with the wham bam, thank you ma'am, over the past 2 years. So hopefully you're not taking what the government say as, like, you know, as just the law. You doing your own research, doing your own diligence, and you questioning everything. So yeah, I go by FD White, crypto funds. You know, that's what they call me. This is Crypto Funds Invest. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell for all notifications. Thank you for watching.